Okay, what's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly appreciated. Big win for them boys on the road, 133-107 by beating the Minnesota Timberwolves by 26 points. The Big Cat with the homecoming, 32 points and 20 big rebounds. Back-to-back 20-20 games. Actually, 30-20. Big game for him. 14 points for the captain, Jalen Brunson, and 7 assists. And Mikal Bridges was huge tonight with 29 big points. He is definitely turning the corner here with his play. But altogether, it was a great game by the Knicks, but it was that second quarter where they blew out the Timberwolves 41-18, and that was the ball game. That was the ball game after that. Once they did that, that pretty much took care of everything. Knicks to Honey GM, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Corey Lindsay, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Happy holidays to you guys on this, man. It's just a late night. I wanted to get this in real quick. Great win, man. Great win. Towns led the way. Listen, Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big win for them boys by 26 points. 133-107. The Big Cat, 32 points, 20 rebounds. Great game for him, man. Talking about a homecoming. Listen, it doesn't get no better than this, man. The way he went out there and flexed his muscle and let it be known, listen, you guys got the bad end of the trade. Trust me, you did. And listen, Randall played big tonight. I'm going to touch on him in a minute. But tonight was Towns' night. It was all about Towns. And you got to love what he did tonight, man. I mean, he was great all together, man. And facilitating, out there getting a hockey assist, doing all those type of things. It's the little things that he does that makes his team so much better. We didn't really need much from Brunson tonight. Mikal Bridges got busy tonight, but altogether it was a total team effort. And you got to love it, man. You got to love it when your big stars come out to play in big moments. And I thought this was a big moment for Towns, and he really pretty much showed and proved why I feel he should be an MVP consideration this year. Let's go to the highlights, man. Let's take a look, man. It's a great win for them boys. Great win, man. You got to love it, man. You got to love it, and you got to love exactly what they did tonight. What I loved is just how they came ready to go. They came ready to play. It wasn't really anything like they were kind of messing around with or playing around with. They were locked and loaded, man. And even in the beginning, right? Gideon, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with the LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys on the road, 133-107. The Big Cat, 32 points, 20 rebounds. It was a great first quarter. Like, both teams were firing on all cylinders. Randall was lighting it up. He looked like he was ready to go. You started yapping towards the bench. You saw that clip. And it was a 33-32 game, right? But I love the fact how the Knicks took every punch from the Wolves in that first quarter and punched back. And then that second quarter, led, believe it or not, by that second unit with Deuce, with Campaign, and Bridges, blew the game open. And that was it. At one point, guys, I thought the Knicks were going to be up by 40 in this game. By 40. And altogether, this was just a great game. And now you're starting to see things click. Because offensively, man, we just had it all clicking. And we look like the best offense in the league, which we have been pretty much for the majority of the season. And so you got to love, man, just how we look, man. You got to love what Towns is. And it looks like we have pretty much got the better end of that deal with this Towns deal, man. Yo, Garris, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with the LV Live. Big win for the boys, 133-107. Huge win for the boys on the road. Huge win. And listen, on this little road trip, I thought the Knicks were going to possibly kind of like lose this game. Tim, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with the LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 133-107. Mikal Bridges, 29 big points. BQ from BK, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys by 26 points. The Big Cat, 32 points, 20 rebounds. What I saw tonight was I saw a team that looked really good with these days off, right? And I saw them clicking on all cylinders offensively. It looked like these 3 days off, they really learned a lot about each other, really understood certain things about each other in regards to where they like the ball, how they want to run their offense. And it just looked good altogether. It didn't seem clunky at all. Even at times during the game when you saw Minnesota started making runs, the Knicks pretty much locked in. They would come down and make a big shot. And so you got to love that. So these 3 days, I think, really helped them out a lot in regards to kind of building that camaraderie. And I saw that tonight in the game. Hey, guys, what do you think about Precious Achiuwa in the starting lineup, man? Look at that. Helping out Towns on the glass. I thought Precious was solid tonight, man. I love that matchup that they had. They had him on Randall, which I thought was great. And so that allowed Towns to kind of float and kind of be on Gobert, and it was easy for him. He didn't really have to kind of really do anything. Then you had OG Anunoby out there on McDaniel. Then you have Bridges on Ant-Man, which I thought did a really good job on Ant-Man. I thought he did okay. Ant-Man's going to give his, but Bridges is starting to turn the corner, man. I thought he was okay. And then there were moments where I saw OG Anunoby on Randall. He started tripping Randall, blocking shots. OG Anunoby getting in Randall's, in his pocket. Randall started doing Randall things. He started off hot, but, he started doing Randall things. You got to credit that to the defense. And so all together, man, I thought this was a complete game from this team. Complete from start to finish. I loved how we start, and I loved how we ended the game. And so all in all, man, I thought that we just looked really well rested, and it looked like we were kind of ready to go, right? We looked like they were locked and loaded, and Towns looked like he was really in his bag tonight. I think he wanted to send a clear message, right, that I'm the better player in this deal, and he looked like it tonight. So I thought Randall played good in the first quarter. I got to give him his love. Coach isn't here, but, I listen, man, look. I think it's evident, right, who the best player in this deal was, and I think I keep on saying that, but you saw it tonight, man. You just did. And Randall, he started off hot, but Randall started doing Randall stuff, man. He started turning the ball over. He just started messing up, and if he's not making shots, Randall's not really impacting the game. Towns impacts the games. Makes great passes. Block shots, you rebounds, hence with him having 20 rebounds again tonight, back-to-back games. Just Knicks, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for the boys, 133-107. The Big Cat, 32 points, 20 rebounds. So I knew Randall was going to come out hot because remember, Randall didn't play in that preseason game. So I knew he was going to come out ready to go and kind of wanted to send a message, right? But then after that first quarter, it looked like typical Randall. It kind of died off after that. And you realized quick that I think we got the best part of this deal. And it was really, really happy to see. I was really, really happy to see because Towns looked like every bit worth the $50 million that he's getting. And also, too, man, you got to love the fact that he was, the love that he got from Minnesota, man. I mean, it was great to see. Of course, they started booing him towards the end, but, it was a lot of love there, man. A lot of love that he was getting from a lot of people. And I thought that was great to see for him, right? But also, too, if you're noticing, I thought we were great defensively. Switching, calling out different things, kind of paying attention to kind of rotations as far as also, too, if it's a drop, how are we supposed to rotate? If it's a switch, how are we supposed to switch on that? Guys didn't seem uncertain of what they need to do in those aspects, in that aspect of the game. But once again, that's the 3 days off. That's the practice time. That's all that time that's needed to really try to make this thing click, right? And I thought that you saw a team that was well rested and kind of was ready to go, man. And kind of that practice time really helped. But I thought it was a great game. I thought OG Anunoby was great tonight, too. He didn't have the point production that he usually has, but I thought he was great. 13 points, 9 points for OG Anunoby, 4 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. So I thought he was good tonight, right? So once again, man, I think it was an all-around great game. Precious Achiuwa, I thought, was sensational, man. So a lot of people out there saying that they should start Precious. Uh, I think they're hearing your words now. I think people are kind of listening now, a little bit keener now, right? Can kind of say, okay, maybe you could be right here with starting Precious, all right? Because I thought he was sensational tonight. And one thing about Precious, which is great, he's going to rebound, he's going to block shots, he's going to he's going to be great defensively, especially with your switches, right? So that's something that I thought was great tonight. Also, too, big shout out to Josh Hartman. Hope he's okay. Of course, he wasn't there because of personal reasons. He had to leave and go back to New York. So I hope everything's okay on his end personally. So I hope he's all right. But that's why Precious was in the starting lineup, because Josh Hart had to leave. They stated. So hope he's okay. But I know a lot of people are kind of like saying, "See, LV, I told you we should start Precious." He looked good tonight. He looked really, really good. Really, really good. I thought he was but once again, man, he started a lot of games last year. So that's the beauty with him. The beauty with him is that he's the moment's not too big for him. He knows his role. He knows his role. He knows what he's supposed to do. He knows the things that he needs to do. And he doesn't try to do things out of the norm of what he can and can't do. And I love that about him. And he's developed a relationship with Tibbs to where Tibbs has an understanding of his skill set and puts him in situations to succeed. And I love that about that. So I thought that was awesome for him. All right, listen, guys. Let's listen to the big cat, man. Let's see what he has to say.
9 seasons, and to know that the fans appreciated what I gave here. It meant a lot to me. It meant a lot, I know, to my family. I'm just happy to look in the mirror every night and know I gave everything I could to this organization here.
You seem so at peace with your game. Like, I played with you for a year.
Yeah.
I'm watching you right now in real time, and I'm seeing something that's like ridiculous, because you're doing these historic things, but you're doing it in the flow, and you're not rushing anything.
Yeah.
How do you feel about your game and where it's going and where it's at right now?
I mean, come on. You play with me. I was just speaking right now to TNT. I know everybody in the building, my family included, wanted me to get ultra aggressive and, let my emotions take over and let the moment take over, and you just start shooting some shots that is on the flow of the offense. First quarter, I was just being tremendously patient and getting the flow going in our offense, moving the ball, passing, getting people to understand the spots that we could succeed the rest of the night. But like I told the coaching staff, I think I told him late in the first quarter possibly, but at second, third, I knew that the game was going to open up, the floor was going to open up, and I was going to get my chance to, shoot the ball more aggressively. And all night I was just trying to be aggressive in my playmaking, whether that was shooting the ball or that was getting a teammate open or that was, driving the ball and getting a drive kick, getting a hockey assist. I just want to add flow to our offense, make sure our team was doing what it needed to do to come out with the win, and then we did that tonight.
You received so much love from the fans, from your former teammates, from so many people here in the building. But I want to look towards your current teammates and the way their happiness for your success for tonight and how this game played out. Yeah. That must mean as much and says a lot about how you've already had this special bond with your new team.
I've said since day one, it's my teammates that have made this transition much easier for me and my family. These guys in the locker room are always encouraging. They're motivating me to be better, and they're allowing me to play my game. And because of that, I'm able to do a lot of things that I believe help us win, and it's all because of them. They empower me to be the player I am.
Well, congratulations on a night you will never forget.
For sure.
Well said by Towns. Well said by Towns. The key thing to me when we talked about there, what I liked was that he didn't want to come out and let the emotions get the best of him. He just wanted to come out and just kind of, go with the flow of the offense. And I thought that's a perfect way to approach the game, is that you don't want to seem like you're letting, you're rushing things, right? You're kind of getting too emotional. You're staying within the flow of the offense. And if you saw that today in the first half, you saw that first quarter and second quarter. And he sets the tone. I mean, Brunson sets the tone, but really it's Towns, because he's the mismatch nightmare, right? He gives you that spread out, 5-out look because of what he can do as a big man with his skill set, from passing to shooting, with everything. Big Task, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live. Big win for them boys, 133-107. The Big Cat, 32 points, 20 rebounds. So what he does with that 5-out, offensive set that the Knicks run is he's just a mismatch nightmare. Like he just is, because he's a big man. He's 7 feet, and you see what he does. You saw the numbers up there, right? He had 32. He was 10 for 12 from the field, right? He was 5 for 5 from three. 20 boards, 6 assists. I mean, like, look at those numbers for your 7-footer, right? So that changes everything offensively for us. And look, Brunson didn't even have a great night, but now you see a guy like Bridges turning the corner, right? Getting 29 points tonight. He was huge tonight. Huge. But that's all because of Towns. Brunson's going to be Brunson. We know he's the captain, but we understand who he is. But things are changing here for us because of Towns. He changes everything. And I think that his patience with how he runs this offense, he doesn't force things like he stated, makes things so much better for the team. And then it makes things a lot more cohesive for everybody else. And another thing I thought that he said, which was fabulous, was that his adjustment to being on this team, which I thought has been great, is his teammates. And that, once again, to me, that's spearheaded by Brunson. Brunson sets the tone for everyone else as far as how things are going to be run, as far as how things go, right? Your captain sets the tone in that locker room. So it's the same thing with Aaron Judge, right, on the Yankees. He's the captain. So he sets the tone with that locker room, how guys play, how guys act, the camaraderie in that locker room. And that matters as far as team camaraderie. Like, all that stuff matters. So if Brunson is coming in and he's being a jerk, or he's being like a Jimmy Butler or something like that, then things aren't going to work. They're not going to go well. But I thought that everybody kind of welcoming Towns in with open arms, and him kind of coming into the situation and being a smooth transition has made things so much better for him. And you see how he's playing. I mean, he's playing at an MVP level. I don't even think it's no question. I think it's a guaranteed first team All-NBA if he keeps this up. But I mean, if he continues this, man, he might be top 4 in MVP right now. I got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander up front, number 1. I got Giannis with how well he's been playing. I got Joker, and I got Towns right after that. I mean, he's just playing just amazing for us, man. He's changed everything. He's been extremely, extremely good. Listen, better than advertised. Better than advertised. And so you just got to love what he did tonight, man, and just love what he's been to this team. All right, let me get to the chat, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight, man. It's a late night on a Friday morning, but everybody's happy with this win. So I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight, man. It's truly, truly appreciated. Just next to the big sneeze, Achua. Yeah, he was big tonight, man. I believe he was 13 and 10. 13 and 10, man, coming off the bench, starting for Josh Hart. Amazing. Amazing. There's nothing more to get. And I think also, too, we didn't skip a beat. And we actually look better. And the reason why I say we look better, because you have a big on a big. You have a guy that can play the 4 or 5, and he's guarding Randall, to where Towns doesn't have to worry about that, doesn't get in foul trouble. Then you put OG Anunoby on McDaniel, and then you put Bridges on Ant-Man, right? So the matchups are fabulous altogether. So that's what, Precious Achiuwa and his size and athleticism does. And so it was a perfect fit. Might have LB thinking about what the possibilities could be for this lineup. Just Nick said, I like him starting. Yeah, man. I mean, of course, that's not going to happen, but I mean, I'm just being honest with you that it's something to think about. It's something to consider. I know it's kind of too soon, but hey, listen, man, I thought he looked really, 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 really good out there. Really, really good. Knicks 100 GM said Randall tried to go off, then was mad quiet for the rest of the game. Agreed. But you know what, Knicks 100 GM, that's typical Randall, though, man. It's typical Randall. So I think that I just think that, he showed who he was tonight, man. This is what Randall does. Right? He starts turning the ball over. You saw him just making bad turnovers. just, I'll be honest with you. For a second there, I was like, oh man, I'm glad we don't have him anymore. I'm just being honest. Gideon says storybook game for Cat. Dude took no prisoners. Agreed. And it's well deserved. Well deserved. He gave that city everything, and it's only right that I think that it ends this way for him. Coming out and playing the way he did. I just thought it was fabulous for him. Tim says, and this is why Cat is the best center in the league right now. I don't know, Tim, man. I don't know. Joker's legit, man. You see the numbers he's putting up out there in Denver? I would say he's number 2. I would say he's right behind Joker. Okay, I would say that. But he's the Joker's different, man. The numbers he's putting up. Okay, I said the Chew was dropping dimes. Yeah, Chew was getting busy, man. Tim says, I think Tibbs should seriously consider changing up the lineup, starting Precious, move Hart to the bench where he can make a huge impact with that second unit. Hey, Tim, listen, man, you've been the one really pushing that here. I've been saying no, but you're kind of making me reconsider things now because of how he played tonight and how the offense looked, and also too how we look defensively. Because now Towns doesn't have to guard certain people, and Precious, with his size and athleticism, because he's bigger than Josh Hart. I mean, size matters, right? Josh Hart is only 6'4". Precious is legit 6'8", 6'9". So with his size and his athleticism, switching defensively, we don't lose anything. We actually gain because we got a bigger player out there. The only issue is that he can't knock down threes like Josh Hart, but it's something to consider. It's something to consider, man. Tim says Randall is an afterthought. Now he was feeling himself earlier in the game. Cat had to let him know what team got the better out of the deal. Right. Got better out of the deal. Agreed, man. Agreed. We embarrassed them boys tonight, man. Embarrassed them. Justin said rebounding Precious 13 and 10, and we give him $10 million a year for 3 years with a team option on the third year. You know what? That'll be a good deal, man. That'll be a good deal. Would you give him 10 though, man? Would you give him more than Deuce? Because I don't think Deuce is getting 10. How much is Deuce getting? I don't think Deuce is getting 10. I think Deuce is getting like 9, I think. Deuce, I think, how much is Deuce getting, man, a year? I want to say he's getting like $3 million a year or something like that. You want to give Precious more than Deuce? I'm just saying. Tim, Bridges is getting more comfortable with this team, getting comfortable with the offense. It's starting to show on the court. Gotta love it. And if he keeps playing like this, the league is in trouble. Agreed, man. Agreed. Listen, we've all said it. I've said it. I've screamed it. You got to give this guy time, right? The team just came together a couple of days before training camp started. They didn't really get a chance. You've heard LV say this in nauseam, right? I've just going over the bridge with it. No pun intended, right? For Bridges. But he's playing really, really well, man. And I think also, too, Tim, man, he's starting to get comfortable, like you stated. But these 3 days off that they've had is really, really helped them, man, because they were able to practice. And you could see it tonight. You could see a team that is starting to get a better understanding of who they are. And that's good. And that's good to see. Big Tass is the big cat. He agreed. Tim says Town kept it professional, as he showed left the game. Talk to him, right? Agreed. Right. What's going on here? Let me see. Okay, we're good. Big Tess's question, LV. Why did we embarrass the Timberwolves like that? Yo, man, it wasn't us, man. It was Towns. Towns really well, go on, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV live tonight. Big win for the boys, 133 to 107. Well, go on says best trade. in franchise history. Edward Walker, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, rocking with LV Live tonight. 133 to 107. Big win for them boys. The Big Cat, 32 points, 20 rebounds. Well, go on. Throw a thumbs up, my dudes. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Tim says, I like the way Brunson is playing. He's showing his true flow. Yeah, man. You know what it is, Tim? He's not rushing anything, man. He's going with the flow. He realized, other people had it going tonight. So feed them, man. We were up by 30-something, man. So he didn't really need to really get busy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's really showing his leadership. Edward Walker says, great win. Agreed. Edward Walker says, I did not know Cat was such a great rebounder before. Nick, yo, listen, man. Edward Walker, I didn't know Cat was this good in general, man. He's way better than advertised. Way better. And I think it's just a matter of time, man, before he really takes his game to the next level, man. Right? And what I mean by next level, I mean like Super Saiyan. Like he's like the best player in the league. You know what I mean? Like because he's showing things that, I mean, he's really good. I mean, I don't want to jump out the window and say he's the best offensive center we had because all respects to Patrick Ewing, right? But yo, man, he's got a better game than Ewing. Like, I'm being honest, Patrick was great. I remember Pat in his prime. Excuse me, but he can't shoot like this kid. And he doesn't have the movement like this kid. This kid plays, he's 7 feet, but he moves like a small forward. Ewing couldn't do that because he had bad knees. He was a legit center, right? He could shoot the jump, but we all know that. But this kid's jumping out shit in threes. He's ill with the passes. Like, listen, I watched Knicks my whole life. Pat wasn't doing this. He wasn't. He didn't have the skill set to do it. Cat is something different, man. Something different. So I'm trying to have a lot of respect for Patrick Ewing, but yo, this kid is something different, man. He really, truly is. Knicks 100 James said Precious hit a 3. Yeah, he did right from the corner. From the corner, he knocked it down. Yo, he was solid tonight, man. He was really, really solid. And Walker said Mitch and Cat. That's a lot of rebounds. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, did you guys see he played Sims out there with Cat? Did you guys see that? I thought that was great too, man. See, once again, I keep on telling you guys, this practice time was huge because he probably tried out these things in practice. He had Sims out there with Cat. That was a very interesting lineup. Very interesting. And I was like, wow, Sims is out there with Cat? I said, okay. I said, this must be things that they've worked on these couple of days. So once again, hey, look. We've been getting on Tibbs. But he's trying different lineups, man. He's trying different things. I kind of like that. Let's do some experimenting. I thought that was good to see. You know what I mean? I thought they were okay out there, but I'm just saying, like, that was interesting. So now it makes you think about what's going to go on with Mitch. When Mitch comes. So Mitch and Cat are going to be out there together. So if he puts Sims out there with Cat, he's going to put Cat out there with Mitch. Big Taz says, if we win the ring, then it would be the best trade in franchise history. Until then, Dave DeBusschere was the best trade in franchise history. Agreed. It's a good point. Tim says the team's going to be a problem when Mitch gets back. And if he can stay healthy in the playoffs and we could get another piece to add to the bench, either Shamet or someone, they make a trade for it. Right. Agreed. Oh, great. Let me pull up something, man. I think I got some stuff here. Let me see something. Give me 1 second, people. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I had something here that I wanted to show you guys. Oh man, it's not coming up here. You know when you have something, you have it right there in your clutches, and you just want to put it up. I wanted to show you guys something. Oh man, it's nice acting up. All right, forget it. Let me see. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm trying to find something here for you guys because I want to show you something. Okay, this thing's acting up. All right, so I'll show you guys probably tomorrow or something. Oh man. All right. So really quick, guys. So let me show you really quick. So let us take a look at the schedule really quick. So now if you take a look really quick, right, guys, we got Minnesota, right? We played them today. We knocked them off. New Orleans coming up this Saturday, right? So I think we should win that. And we got Toronto. Then we got San Antonio. Guys, what do you say? You say we win these next 3 games. We win these next 3 games. And then we got Orlando. And then look at the rest of the stretch here. The Knicks could be 20-10, man. What do you think? Going into that game against Orlando, 20-10, what say you? I think there's a possibility, people. I think there's a real possibility. Great win tonight, man. Great win tonight. But listen, guys, it's late. Listen, let me get up out of here. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through, rocking with me tonight. Yorkel, I see you. I appreciate you, Yorkel, coming through, rocking with me. I truly appreciate you guys getting late, man. I usually do a longer one, but everybody's going to get to bed, get to work, all that good stuff. I will try to come on again tomorrow to do a little short, quick one. So we guys could pretty much chop it up and go a little bit more because I got a couple other videos I want to show you guys too to kind of chop it up with my team here. All right, but listen, I appreciate everybody coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. That's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button, people. Right. Also, too, if it's your first time coming through and you're watching this on replay, please subscribe to the channel. All right, that's my show, and I'm LV Live, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.